Visit ArcadeModUp.com. Today we're excited to introduce our new Model 4CP cabinet. It is a 4-player control panel fully assembled and ready to play. Powered by the latest generation Raspberry Pi, play over 6,000 of your favorite games. Choose your artwork or work with our design team to customize your own. Also pick your T-mold edging colors along with your control colors. This panel is huge and has plenty of room for 4 full-grown adults. There are many add-ons for this control panel. You can get installed and configured a full-size 3-inch color-changing trackball. In addition, we have 2 compatible cabinet offerings. The 2 cabinet options have matching graphics and T-mold edging installed. They ship flat pack with your quick assembly cam lock system provided. Turn your control panel into a full pedestal cabinet with our pedestal option, or go huge with our full-size cabinet option. The full-size cabinet includes audio system and a 27-inch 1080p monitor. Everything you need for the arcade is included. No additional electronics or hardware is needed. It is truly a complete kit. Lastly, in this video, we're going to show off the digital marquee, a 14:9 monitor that is compatible with all of our cabinets, as well as our Raspberry Pi build. So you pick a game, the marquee will dynamically change to whatever that game is. So let's talk through and show the gameplay of our new Model 4 CP cabinet. Okay, so again, this control panel it'll come whatever artwork theme you want, whatever button colors you want, whatever edge T-molding. We did chrome on this one. Comes all wired up, ready to play. You can choose to have the big 3-inch trackball or not have it. But you're good to go. As soon as you get this, there's only a couple things you need to do. This will just hinge up like that, and you can see everything is wired. The only couple things to do is you will need to plug in it's already plugged into power here, but you'll need to plug in the USB-C power right there, and then the HDMI, the micro HDMI, plug it in right here, right next to the power into the HDMI 0. The HDMI 1 will be for a digital marquee if you had our cabinet and get that option, but just for the control panel or the pedestal, you can plug it in right here. Be careful, you can break these. If you plug these in and pull up real hard or something, those can break and you'll have to get a new Pi. That's why we don't plug these in for shipping, but you can see everything else is wired. So it's just real quick power to the Pi, the HDMI cable coming from the HDMI in the back. You will also get a power cable and an HDMI cable, and you can see there that you'll just plug the power in, flip the switch to on, and then plug your HDMI into your TV. So that's it. You're ready to play. There's nothing else to do with this other than just plug in those few little things and play. Okay, so again, just to show you guys this is the pedestal option. If you want a pedestal, that'll just sit right on there. A couple wing nuts. You're good to go. The pedestal, we will show how to put that together. It's real quick. It doesn't take long at all, but you can just see how seamless and perfect that looks on there. So if you want a pedestal, you can click that option and add the pedestal to it. Again, everything's already pre-wired and all in here. This will just sit on there and a couple wing nuts and you're good to go. This does have a back door on it as well, and plenty of storage down in there on the pedestal. So a couple options, that's one of them. Wanted to show you guys the size difference between this 27-inch 4-player and a couple other arcades here. So you can see the one on the left, the Miss Pac-Man, that is an ArcadeModUp that's been modded. The one next to it's our M2P cabinet, so you can see those are very similar in size. All the M2P cabinet has a 19-inch monitor instead of 17 like a 1UP, so it is a bigger monitor. And then you can see just how much bigger this 4-player with the 27-inch monitor is than both of them. So it's definitely a full-size arcade. Plenty big enough for 4 grown adults to play on. So just wanted to give you guys some perspective on the size and just how much larger this unit is. Okay, so again, this control panel comes ready to go. You can put it on the pedestal as we showed, or you can get this 27-inch cabinet. You can watch the video for our M2P cabinet. This goes together the same way. Everything's pre-wired and ready. All you have to do is use the cam lock system just to put it together. Attach the control panel onto it. You can see that it's perfectly sized for it. And you're ready to go. You're ready to play. Monitor comes with it. The one upgrade is this is what I've been meaning to show. We do now have the 14:9 monitors at the top. I'll show a little bit of gameplay with that here in a second. That will fit in our M2P cabinet as well as our Model N and our Model W. So you can get this monitor upgrade for any of those. whenever you switch to the game here, it'll switch the marquee up here, ready to go. So we'll do a little bit of gameplay. Again, when you reboot, this interface will change since it's a Masters of the Universe artwork, which again, you can pick from any artwork on the site, or our team can lay something out for you. But I just went ahead and put that theme up. But when I reboot it, that'll auto change into something else, or you can set it static. So let's do some gameplay. Okay, so I turned off the lights and the audio on this just so I don't have to fight either one of those. You get a lot of reflection trying to show two screens as well as from that Plex and the LED lights, so we'll just do it that way. We'll talk through a lot here, but essentially on the interface, and this is labeled, make sure the artwork will be labeled, but B is back, A is forward, L is page up whenever you're in game, so I can page up, R is page down. I can press the coin button and jump right to a letter. So for instance, let's just say if I wanted to go to Street Fighter 2, I'll go to T and then go up, so I can page up. So as I go through here, just to show you what happens whenever I boot into a game, all the games have video previews. So let's go ahead and boot into one. So I press A. So as the game boots up, a couple things happen. You guys can kind of see that, but maybe if I get in here, you can see how great. There you go. That's how it looks right there. From a distance, kind of hard. The other thing it's going to do is the game's going to play in its native resolution, whatever it is. I'll show like Donkey Kong or some kind of vertical game here in a minute to show how that does. And then it'll put the game-themed bezels around it. So you'll get the marquee if you get the upgraded marquee. But you'll get this no matter what with the upgraded bezels. So of course I can hit coin and player one start, and then my players will work. So if I press coin and start, just to show you guys, hold down coin and press start, that'll exit out. You'll notice up top it goes back to the RetroCade default screen that we have. Let's go ahead and show you a vertical game. So I'll go to Donkey Kong just to. It's one I'm thinking of offhand. So when I go in, you can page down. Go ahead and boot into it. So as that boots up, you guys will see there that the marquee once again changed. If you get that, again, I'll try to zoom in. So there, that's how good that looks. And then also you can see that the vertical games play awesome. Since it's a widescreen HD monitor that comes with this 27-inch, you can see how it's perfect. It has all of the awesome bezels with it. So again, I'll coin start to go back. You can see the marquee again went back to the RetroCade. So again, this is all your arcade games that are arcade classics. I can go back. Here's your Atari 2600. All those games are there. Just kind of goes on forever. Another thing I'll mention, maybe I'll show it, but as we set up on our other cabinets, if you play a game like Robotron or a dual joystick game, it is set up to where you can use a player 1 and player 2 to do dual joysticks. Any of these, it doesn't really matter. I'll just boot into one. So you can see the bezel for the game there, and then also the game is shown in the top right hand corner. This is how I have the console set up. So that'll show the game there. I don't know if I would have normally picked the math game or whatever this is, but so coin start will exit out. The marquee goes back. So it's Atari, same thing for the 7800. Thomas Wave. I won't go into all these. So Daphne. So this is Dragon Slayer 2. Space Ace are the main ones here. Dreamcast, so your Capcom vs. SNK. NFL Blitz is on here. There's a bunch of those style games. Sega Genesis, we'll go and boot into one of these. So again, I can go down. So we'll pick Golden Axe here. So you guys can see as that booted up, just again to show you the marquee. And this, again, it'll work on all of our cabinets, but has the game listed there with the art, as well as the custom game bezel themes around it. So we can exit out of there. So you guys get the idea on how that works. Just to show a few more here. So Naomi, Neo Geo CD, NES. It's like the 850 or 900 NES games or whatever. So again, video previews on that. All the games are themed throughout the consoles here. So here's PlayStation, so Mortal Kombat 4 is on here. Some more NBA Jams and NFL Blitzes and Tekkens. Super Nintendo. So all of those. TurboGrafx. So all of those. And then it starts getting into the collections. So for instance, Atari. So this will combine, you know, some consoles, but mostly arcades, and just kind of put them into these different categories. So it depends on what type of game that you're in the mood to play. You can just come to these categories here. The one thing I will show is there's also this collections, and I have a couple custom ones here. The 4-player games. So here's one with just the 4-player games. Let's go ahead and boot into one. Doesn't really matter. Let's just boot into, like, let's see. Let's see if The Simpsons is here. Yeah, The Simpsons. So we'll go ahead and boot into this just to show that the 4 arcades, or the 4 players work. So just to show this real quick. Once it boots in, then I can start adding my money. So there's my player 3 right there, my player 1. It's my player 2 right there, and then my player 4. I'll play from the player 4 so you guys can see this. So you'll see I'm Lisa here. So I hit the start for the player 1 and player 2. So all 4 players are working there. So there's the 1 player and the 3 player over here. So everything's working as expected. Let's show a trackball game. That's really all I wanted to show. Just kind of how some of this works. So we'll go out of there. So again, the marquee changed for this one up there. I don't know if you guys can see that and kind of get in the glare, as well as the digital bezels there. So when guys say, well, you want a 4x3 screen or 5x4, in my opinion, you really don't, because the games are going to play how they're supposed to play anyhow, and then you get the nice HD screen for all the video prompts and all that. So you can see here that the trackball's working. And again, this is a nice 3-inch LED trackball, color changing, that comes with that. It's not a little 2-inch one. That they don't work near as well as what this one does. The other thing is this monitor's back in here, I don't know, about 3 inches or so, and we did that on purpose just so there's plenty of room for a follow through on this. So as I play, there's tons of room for you to play this properly. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to show off the digital marquee upgrade, but more importantly, the new 4-player control panel, the pedestal option that we have, and then also this awesome 4-player arcade cabinet. Again, everything comes with it, including the monitor, or this monitor if you do the upgrade for the marquee monitor. You just put everything together quickly with the cam lock system. The control panel is already pre-wired with the Raspberry Pi and everything in it, so all you're going to have to do there is just plug in a couple HDMI cables in your power, and you're good to go. So make sure and visit the website and like the video.